to see here that whenever you have been deprived of love, especially by people who bring you up, then you're going to feel as if the world owes you a living. And you start demanding and controlling everything around you. See, but it doesn't work. And then we have the martyr. Self-deprecation, we discussed, right? Self-destruction, and then we have the martyr. The martyr are people who feel so sorry for themselves that they're incapable of loving. Especially themselves. They cannot love themselves at all. And they're always martyred. They're always blaming someone for the way they are. And they usually end up very sick by the time they're 50, 60 or 70 years of age because, again, they're very conscious of limitation. Okay? And then we have the fear of being controlled. The fear of being controlled creates another addiction called stubbornness, but not the stubbornness that we normally think of. It is a closed heart. For example, I'm an atheist. Okay? Okay, don't tell me anything about your spiritual beliefs. I don't care. I know enough to live a good life. Don't tell me. Or you happen to be religious. Same thing. Okay? You don't want to be told anything against your beliefs. You have certain ideas how life is, and you're closed to anything else. Now, these are all addictions. They come from this, the egoic control, you see, which also is because we need love because we're not experiencing this love. Now, what if you happen to find, those of you listening to this video or this tape, happen to find that you belong to one of this category? How will you react if you find you have one of these addictions? How would you feel? Can I have some feedback, please?
Not good.
You don't feel good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why won't you feel good?
Because you think you're not complete. Because you think you've got all these screw-ups. You know, like these things that are not.
And so when you think, that's why I'm asking this, okay? So when you think that you have this addiction, you create a further addiction by reinforcing the belief in it. You see? And the beautiful thing about an addiction is that it points out the lies you are telling yourself. Are you with me, please? It is not the truth. It is the lies you're telling yourself that you need love. You don't need love. You are love. You know, I wrote down 5 points in the booklet that it's on the table, but today, was it this morning? Yeah. I call him my Bhagavan, my inner teacher. He said, no, make it very simple, because 5 points is a little bit too much for the mind to keep. And he says, break it down into 2. So I'm going to give you a technique that really works. I'm convinced that if you do it, it works. First, the moment you feel any limitation at all, any feeling that is holding you back from realizing the truth, okay, acknowledge it. And just acknowledge the fact and says that you're becoming stronger now because you become aware of it. And then 2, you do the following physically. Now, I'm not going to do it physically because if I stand up, and you have to do it standing up. If you stand up, then they won't see me on the video. But pretend that I'm standing, okay? This is what you do. I'm feeling limited. I'm feeling low in my energy. I'm feeling depressed or whatever, okay? I've acknowledged it, I've allowed it, and then what you do is you put your arms up in the air, standing, okay? Reach up as high as you can and feel that there's a fire. Love is a fire, an incredible fire, and it's entering from the top of your head, and coming down into your heart. But feel it. Move this energy, fire, this energy, you move it with your hands until it reaches your heart. And you place it back into your heart. Thank you. Okay? And you relax. Now, if you do that with feeling, with meaning, it's powerful. Because you employ visualization. You see? You employ forgiveness, you employ allowing, you employ the love of you. You see? And you also bring down this incredible force, this fire, this love, and you bring it inside you, into your heart. Okay? And then you embrace your heart and then relax. You can do it twice or 3 times. Or you can do it once and you do it prolonged with feeling. Do not make it into a ritual. You know what I mean? Like, put feeling and energy into it. Really see it in your mind. Do you know the power of visualization? I have been learning this as I do hypnotherapy, and I see this so powerful. You know, you function, because you see one thing that we believe we are, you know what it is? An image, self-image. We really believe we are this image, and we do not realize it. Someone who feels inferior, they're with a group of people, they actually have an image as if they could be 6'4". They feel as if they're smaller than the others. They have an image of feeling small. You see? So this image is very, very potent. And you act because you're acting from this image, but it's unconscious. But if you make it conscious, you are reversing the process. You see? So the power of visualization is extremely powerful. In fact, look at us, how we live in the world. Did you know that the life you live every day is made up of your images of the world that you see? The reality is all in your mind. All of it. All of it. Whatever you experience and see is all what you're seeing in your mind. But what if you reverse it by seeing love and light in everything and everyone? Wow. You see? Now that's a healing, you see? Now, I mentioned the German philosopher, writer Goethe, when he said, all our petty concerns fall away when we contemplate the infinite. Because again, this is the whole point, okay? Is that when you feel that you have an addiction, he says, yeah, I'm playing that game. I am pretending that game. I'm wearing that mask, but it's not who I am. And then surrender it. You see? I am the light. I am that light. And because you contemplate the infinite. You don't see yourself as limit. You are that very light that is reaching down. Okay, so there are a few things I'd like to explore with you. Oh, I found, yeah, yesterday I got a book from Banyan. It was on acupressure, and I'm kind of interested in it because when I do hypnotherapy, the supersentience, people experience the body and they see it moving, and it's good to get in touch with what's happening to the body and actually press certain points in the body to let the meridians flow, the energy to flow. Anyway, this was in the book, and I like it. From the thought manifests, this is the Dharma from Buddha. The thought manifests as the word manifests as the deed develops into habit, and the habit hardens into character. This is addiction, more or less. So watch the thought and its way with care, and let it spring from love, born out of respect for all beings. This is a